it's Michelle, and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. Happy Wednesday. We are almost to the weekend, guys, just a few more days. Now, if you liked the beautiful star earrings that Catherine wore the other day for the World Mental Health Day, they were a gift given to her by a grieving mother whose daughter, Izzy Phillips, took her own life earlier this year. Apparently, her cousin has a jewelry store where you can purchase the items. Now, they are 18 karat gold over silver. They retail for around $36. And for every pair of earrings that are sold, they donate $5 to the Brave Mind nonprofit, which helps young people in mental health. So it sounds like a really good cause, and they are a lovely pair of earrings. I do plan to purchase a set for myself. Now, if you're interested, I will leave the link for you guys down below. But we do have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So our beautiful Catherine, the Princess of Wales, was a vision in a lovely cream ensemble. I have to say, I really enjoyed her pantsuits, but Catherine just looks so lovely in skirts and dresses. So she was wearing a cream knitted top and matching skirt from the brand Suzanne and paired it with her Russell and Bromley pumps. Again, Catherine just does this look. She always looks effortless and chic. So today she visited Nottingham Trent University in the East Midlands. There she met with students to discuss the importance of youth mental health. Now, while she was there, she joked with the students, saying she would love to be a student again, and she really loves to challenge herself, especially in the fields of music, sport, and art. She added that's something she encourages her own children to do by trying out new things. She said she loved university, and university for me was when I learned to try out because there's so much to offer. She then joked, of course, I would love to be a student again, and I think a lot of us would love to be able to go back to college or high school and kind of have a redo and a refresh. And I love the fact that she encourages her children and young people to try new things. So Nottingham Trent University works with its counterpart, the University of Nottingham. There they support students by taking a community-based approach to their mental health and well-being. Now, part of her visit, Kate visited the Freshers Fair Style exhibition, which has been set up to showcase how mental health of students is cared for. She also learned about the university's peer-to-peer support system and was seen chatting with several students who were part of the mentoring program. Now, of course, there was a large group of people who gathered outside to get a glimpse of Catherine. You got to see her walking around, interacting, and of course, taking a selfie. I love the fact that she is just so easy breezy and down to earth and really does come across as a genuine person. So while Catherine was over at Nottingham Trent University, Prince William headed over to the Blue Light Hub in Milton Keynes, where he met with first responders and police officers. He asked them questions about how they look out for each other in regards to their mental health. William traveled to Buckinghamshire to highlight the importance of supporting the mental health of emergency responders during the week of World Mental Health Day. Now, the hub is the operational base of South Central Ambulance Service, also the Fire and Rescue Service, and provides a safe space for workers given the traumatic events that they face on a daily basis. So while Prince William was there, he was given a tour of the city's base for the emergency services, where he asked the police officers about mental health attrition given the often traumatic roles that they face. Now, officers did tell William they're a very close-knit group of people. They support each other and they can look out for each other's demeanor. If someone starts to be quiet, they definitely notice and do welfare checks on one another. So once again, Prince William and Catherine are highlighting the importance of mental health well-being. It does seem like everyone is finally realizing how important this is, and it can be a silent killer amongst people because a lot of people do not share what is happening inside of them. And I like the fact that Prince William especially is breaking that stigma amongst men, people like police officers, firefighters, people who are in very stressful careers tend to not share that information because they feel they need to be macho. So congratulations to William and Catherine for another very successful day in highlighting mental health. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have returned to the Big Apple 5 months after that near catastrophic car chase that they had back in May. Now they're there to host the Parents Summit for their Archewell Foundation for World Mental Health Day. Now, of course, it's no coinky-dink that it happens to be on October 10th, the very same day that William and Catherine are hosting several mental health awareness events in the UK, because we all know that Harry and Meghan always try to upstage the other royals, and that Harry and Meghan were an add-on to this festival just 3 days prior. So you can't tell me they've been planning and working on this event for over a year. They literally got themselves added at the last minute, because we all know that Harry and Meghan love to hijack other people's events. So Harry and Meghan show up in New York City, where they take no less than 7 cars to go 1 block in New York City, literally 200 feet. They go from the garage of their hotel, they go around the block and enter another garage of the building that they are having the summit. 200 feet, 7 cars, 7 gas guzzling SUVs from the Echo Warriors of Montecito. Harry and Meghan think they are legends in their own mind, that they are working royals, that they are VIPs. They are the duo of Montecito. He is 5th in line to the throne, who has technically removed himself from being a working royal. Why does he need 7 SUVs to go 200 feet? It's embarrassing, honestly. Now, you do see photographs of some of the private security they hired. They're literally standing around twiddling their thumbs. Did they think they were going to have another near catastrophic car chase in a New York City block? Because apparently Harry and Meghan think that's possible. So Harry and Meghan caused their own traffic jam with 7 vehicles for 200 feet. Let that sink in. Now, in my personal opinion, this is one of the cringiest, embarrassing events that the two of them have shown up to for a very long time. In my opinion, they were cosplaying caring and compassionate royals. They still think they're on a royal tour, just like they did that ridiculous fake royal tour back in 2021. It's like, did they not get the memo? You're not working royals. You don't need to walk around waving to crowds, shaking hands, kissing babies, and cutting ribbons. You're not royals. It's bizarre how they constantly act like they're VIPs there to do the Lord's work 1 hour a week. Now, Meghan, in my opinion, looked like a human wonton. You know, wontons that you get at a Chinese restaurant, or wonton soup. I don't know if her design team, her dressers, her stylist, if they really don't like her, but why does she insist on wearing the most unflattering clothes for her body type? Now, I think Meghan is a beautiful woman, and she does appear to have lost a little bit of weight. She's not super tall, but she wears clothes that literally drown her. Again, she looks like a human wonton. If you remember when she accepted that fake bogus award from one of the Kennedys for that unconscious bias of the royal family, she also wore that weird dress that looked like a human diaper or a napkin. And here she is dressed like a wonton. And again, what is with the hair? First, we had the olive oil hair that she wore for the Kevin Costner event, and now she's doing like a olive oil 2.0. Why does she think having this huge bun jet out behind her head? That's not a good look. I don't understand who dresses her. Now, apparently this outfit was very expensive, and that necklace she wore, it's a pretty necklace, was around $4,000 or $5,000 because Meghan Markle, I think she has this new rule that she has to be worth at least $5,000 in her outfit before she leaves the house. If y'all remember that famous quote from Naomi Campbell that she doesn't get out of bed in the morning for under $10,000. Well, I really believe that Meghan Markle refuses to show up anywhere unless she's wearing $5,000 plus in clothing and accessories. I think they said her outfit might have even been worth $7,000 or $8,000. Of course, if she's wearing the tank watch, you know what I'm saying. But again, she spends so much money to look so bad. But then Catherine can show up in a $50 Zara dress and look amazing. And here Meghan Markle is literally decked out head to toe in very expensive designer duds and looks like a wonton. Again, do her stylists hate her? Right? I don't understand. Now, the other thing was the body language between Harry and Meghan. Again, they don't ever match each other. Harry looked like he was miserable and he did not want to be there. I mean, his typical MO, he kind of reminds me of Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. He's always depressed. I don't want to be here, Meghan. He looks like he's deflated. He's always walking behind Meghan. She's clearly running the show. Now, there are some pictures I find a little interesting. Meghan looked like she was dashing to the stage. There's a huge gap between Harry and Meghan when she jumps on the stage. It's like he is several paces behind her. It doesn't look natural. You can tell his face is downtrodden, like he's like, God, I can't believe I gotta be here today. I don't want to be here. And she is in her element. She is bum rushing the stage. The mic, give me the mic, the mic. I'm gonna talk. Give me the mic, give me the mic. It's like, did she have a wet dream about the microphone the night before? Oh, I'm gonna talk about myself. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I mean, you could just tell she's literally running a full sprint to the stage, and Harry just kind of follows her along like a little child to the stage. Now, the other thing I noticed about the stage, it was color coordinated to fit Meghan Markle's outfit. It's all Meghan's aesthetic. This whole event is Meghan Markle. Harry, you didn't even need to be sitting there. Honestly, you could have just sat in the audience at this point because we all know it's about Meghan. The white background, the white table, the white flowers, the white chairs. I mean, I'm surprised you don't have a white microphone. You know, if y'all remember that famous episode of Oprah Winfrey when Barbara Streisand made everything about herself and she had them change the color of the microphone to match her Donna Karan cream sweater. Do y'all remember that? Barbara Streisand always wore those cream-colored Donna Karan outfits, I swear. And even Oprah had to sit on the opposite side of the stage because Barbara Streisand wanted to get her good side, and she changed even the microphone color to match her outfit. So Meghan, you have a black microphone, sweetheart. You're slipping. You needed to pull a Barbara Streisand and get a white microphone. But this whole set was designed, in my opinion, for Meghan Markle's aesthetic. Just like they had to bring in the new carpets and the cushions and the stools for Meghan Markle to read to the poor kids in Harlem. It had to fit Meghan Markle's aesthetic. But again, the body language, Meghan is beaming. She's excited. It's all about me. And Harry's face is completely different. There was a couple of photos where he looked like he was falling, almost deflating into his chair, like someone had pulled a tag, and all of the air just came rushing out of Prince Harry. He kind of reminded me of one of those school children, a little boy who's all dressed up in his Sunday best suit, sitting at church, sitting there, about ready to start kicking his legs, and his mom is like, "Shh, Harold, pay attention, Harold." But he looked like a school child. His body language was just off. He looked deflated. But Meghan, boy, she was large and in charge. She was excited. She was happy. Of course, her mask did slip a couple of times when the focus was not on her. When Harold was talking, there was a couple of times where she's looking at him like almost mouthing the words, like making sure Harold's getting the speech right. Are you getting the speech right, Harold? But you could see her face kind of drops when someone else is talking and it's not on her. Meghan just doesn't like attention being diverted away from her. But you guys, we're going to get into the word salad speech that Meghan and Harry spewed and how they're trying to play up, "We're just parents. We're just parents. It's all about the kids." It's like, who are you trying to fool with this fakery of being compassionate and caring, family-oriented people? Because if any two people do not represent family-oriented people, it has to be Harry and Meghan. So, of course, during this speech, Harry and Meghan have to give one of their word salad gobbledygook speeches. That's a bunch of big words that mean absolutely nothing about changing your narrative and your community and safe spaces and blah, 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 blah. Nothing ever makes any sense. They just talk in circles. They talk in riddles. I think Meghan just flips through the dictionary and gets a couple of really important big buzzwords that she wants to use. I mean, for real. Nothing they do, there's no solution. So they've been talking with these parents for over a year. But what have you done? What have you put in place besides having conversations and getting a seat at the table? Because Meghan Markle likes to have a seat at the table and talk about community and her narrative. Because Meghan Markle, heaven forbid, the girl without a voice, who literally hasn't stopped talking for 5 years. Constantly. I think she talks to herself constantly. The woman can't shut up. But again, they have these conversations. Okay, well, what are you doing exactly? What was the whole point of this summit? I don't understand it. So they don't even tell you how many people were actually at the event. They don't show you the crowd. So I have no idea. Were they talking to 10 people? Were they talking to 1,000 people? No idea. It was a panel, but it looked kind of boring. It looked small. But again, they're not really showing you or telling you how many people actually came to listen to the word salad speech of Harry and Meghan. Now, of course, Harry and Meghan, they love to play up the fact that they're parents and that they're, a wife and a husband. You know how Harry famously said during the Invictus Games, "I'm a dad, I'm a husband, Right? Meghan now did her version of, "Well, I'm a mom, I'm a parent, our kids, they're quite small. They're 2.5 and they're 4.5, oh, and I'm a wife to this man." It's like, these are two people who you do not put with children. You never see them with their kids. They're not exactly family oriented when they cut off, communication with both sides of their families. But they talk about family, community, our kids, right? And we never see them with their kids. These are people who have no problem leaving very young kids alone for weeks at a time. We're talking international travel. We're not talking just a 2-hour drive. We're talking, we're getting on a plane to Europe, kids. We'll be back in 10 days. See ya. What? 2.5 and 4.5. And how many trips have Harry and Meghan made away from these children that are very far distances? When they went to the Invictus Games, Harry was gone for what, 10 days? Meghan was gone for a week? Not a problem. And then they get on a plane to New York City to sit there to an empty room, talk to 50 people about community, your narrative, What was the point of this whole summit? They literally probably could have done a Zoom call. Honestly, I don't know what they've done with these people. They've had conversations, but at least when William and Catherine do a project, there's actually work and solutions done behind the program. They're actual programs. They're not just Harry and Meghan having conversations with people. So again, Harry and Meghan offered absolutely no solutions to anything for the world of, cyberbullying or social media that they're so concerned about. Well, they all shared their experience. That's great. But what are you offering them in terms of solutions? I did not see anything that they were offering, but I did find it very interesting how they're constantly playing up, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, that card. It's just bizarre how they like to really tell people this is who we are. We're parents, we're so concerned, we're so sweet, we're so caring, we're all about family and community and our voices. Meanwhile, you make children from poor neighborhoods sign NDAs. You cut off communication with your daddy, who's literally recovering from a stroke. But you're such a sweet, kind, caring person. So Meghan Markle is trying really, really hard to cosplay a very sweet and caring person, almost like she's Mother Teresa wrapped in the cloak of Princess Diana. But no matter how you dress yourself, no matter how much money you spend on your wardrobe, you still aren't convincing me that you're a nice person. Let me know if you think this summit produced anything positive in the comments down below. Well, guys, that is all the royal news that I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please be sure to check out my other social media accounts, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.